Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, April 11th, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar first. Business PMI from the New Zealand is worse than the previous level of 54.1, actual number 53.2. That's the only important data release during the Asian session. Next, we have the bunch data from the UK, bunch of data from the UK. GDP in the UK is up from 0 to 0.5, beating the expectations of 0.1. Industrial production is up, manufacturing production is up, monthly GDP change quarter to quarter is up as well. Good data, good bunch of data from the UK. German CPI data scheduled for release at 8 o'clock. Oh, they are released already. 0.3%, just as expected. That was the most important data release during the London session. Trade balance in the UK expands to minus 20 billion pound. We are still waiting for the Spanish CPI and for the consumer climate data from the Switzerland. This one is scheduled for release at 9 o'clock. At noon, Eurogroup meeting will start, and 15 minutes later, ECB President Christine Lagarde will give a speech. We are entered the New York session, US session. PPI and core PPI data from the US are scheduled for release at 2:30. At 4 o'clock, we got Michigan inflation expectations and consumer sentiment and consumer expectations as well. 1 hour later, at 5 o'clock, FOMC member William will give a speech. CPI from the Russian Federation is expected to be released at 6 o'clock, together with the quarterly GDP. At the end of the day, we got some data from the oil traders. US Baker Hughes oil rig count and total rig count data are scheduled for release at 7 p.m. and that's about it. So, without any further ado, let's just go to the charts. We start as usual with euro-dollar. So the euro-dollar 4-hour timeframe chart has broken above the wave 3 top and the technical resistance at 1.1214, making new swing high at 1.1185, which means our scenario for deeper and more complex correction in wave 4 is now invalidated, and it looks like only the ABC to the downside, labeled as the wave A, is the actual wave 4 cycle. So let me just do this for our situation. So possibly this is the wave 4, and we are doing the wave 5 to the upside. Wave 1, wave 2, possibly wave 3 is done. We need wave 4, and the final wave, final push to the upside is being expected. So this is the top of the wave 3 is now the technical support. 1.1214 is now the technical support, quite important. Let me just switch to daily time frame chart so you can see where it come from. This is the it used to be technical resistance. This highs from the August and September 2024. Now they are violated. However, please notice the fact that this is daily time frame chart. We already hit the extremely overbought conditions on a daily time frame chart. This candle, the daily time frame candle, has not been completed just yet. It's not closed. All right, so it might be something else at the end of the day. It might be red, it might be shooting star, it might be pin bar, or it might be a massive big green bar. We don't know it yet because the markets are still open. So please pay attention to the daily and the weekly close of the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the week. Week is for now very, very nice, very, very big, very, very green. So let's wait for the week to be completed. All right, this is the euro dollar. Now cable, obviously, because of the data, what's happened on the cable. As you can see, this market totally respects our range and even the channel. We have a very nice movement towards the middle of the channel, roughly around the level of 1.3. It's a round number. It will act as the magnet for the price. The local high is 1.3046. This is the intraday technical resistance, short-term technical resistance. Very nice movement to the upside. We can label our local technical support 1.2863. Please notice that we almost hit the level of 70, so the market conditions are again almost extremely overbought. Very nice movement to the upside. Now we should see some kind of a pullback, maybe towards the 100 periods moving average at 1.2925, and the general outlook for the British pound is still bullish. However, we need to pay attention to this situation here, bearish engulfing pattern, continuation to the downside, and now the rebound momentum on the daily time frame chart is strong, is positive, 57 points. So the bulls are still in control of this market. So the confirmation of the further development to the upside comes with this level here, breakout 1.3213. All right, so that's the scenario for the British pound. Let's take a look what the indices are doing. Let's switch to the 4-hour time frame chart. We can see that the recent very nice pullback towards the technical resistance played very nicely. We have marked this level as extremely important, and the first attempt to break above this level has been rejected. So right now we can see some kind of a movement to the downside, local low 5,112, rejection of the technical resistance, rejection of the 100 periods moving average, and it means that this bounce to the upside might be short-lived. On the SP 500. What about the NASDAQ? What is the NASDAQ 100 is doing? Let's take a look. The same situation is here on the NASDAQ. We got the movement towards the technical resistance, 100 periods moving average, and possibly even towards the local trend line. However, as you can see, the market was rejected. If we can apply this trend line towards the newest data, it would look something like this. So the market gets rejected. It even violates the local technical support, 18,217. And now the bulls are still trying to move higher. They bounce from the level of 50 on the momentum, so the bulls still wants to be in control. They don't want to give the power away to the bears. Local RSI is 55 points, quite strong, definitely positive. However, trend line, 100 periods moving average, and technical resistance levels still waiting for the bulls to be violated. Let's see what will happen. This bounce to the upside might be short-lived. And the last but not least, obviously, is the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin market gets rejected from the trend line and from the 100 periods moving average. We went as low as 78,416. Now the market is trying to bounce. 81,231 is the nearest intraday technical resistance. It was tested beautifully a couple of times. Now the bulls are fighting with this level. Momentum is 53 points, so it's positive. It doesn't actually look that strong. It's not even 55 points or something like that. So if there is no clear breakout to the upside, the market might get rejected. And the test of the yesterday's low, 78,416, might be under pressure, right? So might be tested later on. Obviously, still the trend line, the 100 periods moving average are the key short-term technical tools on the chart that are acting as a resistance, as an obstacle for the bulls. On the other hand, please don't forget that we still have the big, thick, fat demand zone located between 73,800, $69,000, and this is the game-changing level, right? Any breakout below this level would change the mid-term outlook for more bearish to Bitcoin and strengthen the short-term outlook to more bearish for the Bitcoin. For now, the market doesn't actually know where it wants to go. Possibly will be still following the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. So please keep an eye on those markets as well. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next week. So take care and bye bye.